Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today we're going to talk about do not marry a narcissist. Okay, now before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you being here. And I want to thank you so much for your comments. I really enjoy reading them, and it lets me know how you feel about these messages. And a special welcome to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate it. So now let's get started with this message. Now, on this channel, I began to answer your questions. So for those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, I will show you a link at the end of this video where you can send your questions. Okay, and I will either answer through the email or I will answer them online if I feel that the answer can help the collective. Okay, now for those of you who'd like for me to respond by email, just put it up at the top of the letter and I will comply. Okay, so now let's jump into this message. Today's message was inspired by a letter that I received. So let's get into this. I have been dating this older man, let's call him Mr. B, for 3 years. And we've been having fun, but now he's asked to marry me. And now I'm having to take an honest and serious look at our relationship. So my question is, should I marry Mr. B? I must admit, over the last 3 years of dating Mr. B, I have found out that our relationship started off with a lot of lies. A lot of times if your relationship starts off with lies, it's going to be riddled with lies. Okay? Let's see. Him telling me that he was 13 years older than me when he was really 25 years older. He is 74 and I am 49. He's telling me that he can have children when he has been fixed. His daughter revealed it. See, he's still lying. He is a liar. You understand? You can't get around that. While I have delayed having children, I am still not ready to take it permanently off the table. He lied about taking medication, as I have later found out that he has gout, sleep apnea, ED, and skin cancer and sores to the point where I can't get any sleep if we sleep in the same room. Already this doesn't sound too good. Okay. From the second date, he asked to spend the night, which I turned him down. And the third date, he took me shopping for lingerie. You know, men will take you shopping for lingerie or buy you lingerie because they are anticipating sex. They're trying to buy you the things they want you to wear when you have sex with them. You understand? So they're just prepping you up when they go and buy your lingerie. All right? After 6 months, we did become intimate. He knows how to satisfy me orally, which is great, since he has to take an injection in order to get an erection. I am concerned for how long these injections will work, or how long his doctor will approve the injections, because they have to monitor his heart yearly. While the oral orgasms are satisfying, I know in my spirit this is not love or love making, and that I am possibly with a narc. Well, the signs have been very subtle, possibly covert. Please tell me if you notice any signs if they are in this letter. My fear is that the signs may become overt when he feels more comfortable or powerful over me. Yeah, you could be. Now, you've been dating him for 3 years and you've been having fun. You should have seen a lot of signs by now. Okay, this is probably why I have avoided marriage at this time, as I don't want to be controlled. No, you don't want to be controlled. None of us want to be controlled. I own my own home. I have a career and my own business. I am single with no kids. Mr. B has 2 grown children who are younger than me, but also in their 40s. He has grandchildren. Now that we are engaged, okay, you've gone all the way. You've accepted his proposal. I am noticing possible narc characteristics coming out. At the end of our first year together, we broke up because he couldn't find his credit card and demanded that I pay a bill while we were out of town on vacation. He demanded, excuse me, he demanded that you pay the bill. Now that's a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag right there. After the trip, he drug his feet in paying me back, and I broke up with him. He drug his feet because he felt that you need to be paying for some of these activities. You see, men will try that. Some men, now I'm not saying all men, but some men will try that to see if they can get you to pay. You understand? So now he's got you to pay, and he has no intention of paying you back. This was just to trick you into paying so that you can get in the habit of paying. You understand? That's what that was. After the trip, he drug his feet paying me back, and I broke up with him. Months later, he paid me and apologized. That's why he paid you. He wanted to come back to you, you see, but he know you broke up and got upset because he tricked you into paying for that vacation. You understand? Okay. Recently at a concert, he pulled the credit card thing again. And I told him I didn't have my credit card either. You did the right thing. This just makes me feel to not trust him all over again. He can't be trusted. You are right not to trust him. He's been lying from the beginning. And now he's got you paying for activities. You understand? Okay, let's see. He once mentioned that I'm going to take care of things now because when I retire, you're going to take care of me. Listen, when men tell you things like this, don't take it for a joke. He means this. Now, he may say it like a joke, but he means what he's saying. He means that, you're looking for him to pay now, but he's going to be looking for you to pay later. And that's why he wants to marry you. So you'll be responsible or feel responsible to take care of your husband. You understand where he's going with this? Okay. He's admitted to not having a pension. So it is unclear what we will be surviving off when he retires. You'll be surviving off of your business. If you marry this man, you will be surviving off of your income. And that's what he's planning. You understand? Last year, he told me that he planned to buy us a home. And now he keeps talking about moving in with me and expanding my home when he never even asked me if that is what I want. That sounds kind of like a narcissist right there. It sounds like a covert narcissist. Now, the thing is, I was with a covert narcissist, and he pushed to move in. Now, the thing about this man, It looks like he is just selling you dreams. He's selling you dreams. He know he can't afford to buy a home. He's 74. Unless he's got the money laying in the bank. Unless he's making that kind of cash right now. Why he's not already in a home. You understand? He's selling you dreams. And that's why he's talking about now expanding your home. When I was with the narcissist and I allowed him to move in with me, he did the same thing. He pushed to come into my home, and then he wanted to take over and do whatever he wanted to do. You understand? But I wouldn't allow it. That was the thing. I didn't marry him, and this was still my home, and I would not allow him to take it over. But yeah, this man plans to move in with you and to take over. Okay? Because remember, men, they want to be kings. They want to be king over your house. If he moves in your house, he'll assume that's our house. You understand where he's going? He's 74. He's looking for a place to lay his head and somebody who can take care of him in his older age. That's all it is. That's what this man is looking for. Okay. It's not what I want, and I'm not going to allow him to do it either. I run my business from my home, so it would be a serious inconvenience for him to be living here. You right about that? You right about that. It would be no good for you or your business. It feels somewhat selfish, but I need this creative space that I have created all these years, and I don't want any issues. I need my peace. You are so right about that. You are so right about that. You see, when I allowed the narcissist to come into my home, he had me walking on eggshells around my own home. Afraid to do anything that would upset him. And this man will do you the same way. Do not allow him in your home, because he'll end up taking control of your life and possibly your business. You understand? Don't do it. You got the right idea here. I have a meditation prayer room, and he has told me to get rid of it and make it into a guest room for his grandkids. Is he crazy? Is he crazy? No. No, what you see, already, he's wanting to change your life around to please him. And when I let a man move in my house, he did the same thing. You know, he wanted this way, and he wanted it that way, and he wanted all kind of ways. I learned that lesson, and you should too. Don't ever allow a man to move into your home and change up anything. You understand? Your meditation prayer room is important. It's important to your life. I have one too. And I will never change it for anybody. Okay, here we go. I'm thinking absolutely not, but I've been quietly listening to his demands. He told me that I'm going to have to move my bedroom couch to make room for some of his drawers that he wants to keep from his previous marriage and put in my room. Really? Really? You know, at this point, I hope you're just laughing. But you're engaged. Why? Why? Don't consider marrying this man. It will be a total mistake. A total mistake. Recently, he has been making repeated comments about, this is your house, in a resentful way. Yeah. Because they're probably coming in and want you to put his name on the house. It's going to be our house. He's going to make you feel like, I'm not going to put my money in here unless my name is on the deed. You understand? This is what men do. This is what these kind of men do. Not all men, but these kind of men. They're looking for women who have resources. Now, you happen to be a young woman with resources. He's an old man. He's 74. He's going to be 80 in a heartbeat. You understand? And he can't take care of you. He's already told you that he's looking for you to take care of him. He already told you that. And he was not joking. And he plans to play that out when you marry him. See, he's making all these demands because you're engaged. He's already setting up the pace to let you know what it's going to be. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something about that sex, too. You see, he's satisfying you now to get you to marry him, thinking that you're going to have this good sex for the rest of your life. Once you marry him, all that's going to stop. That's going to stop. He's not going to satisfy you like that anymore because he's just doing it to get what he wants out of you. To move in your house, to take over, understand? And to live off the money you're making from your business. And believe me, once he moves into your house, he's going to even have something to say about your business. He's going to have a lot to say about it. You understand? So let's see what else you got in here. I can feel the manipulation in these comments. On another occasion, we were out with his daughter and his grandkids, and he was telling them that they were going to come over and spend as much time as they wanted to when he moves in with me. You right. You right. You right. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Your house is going to be his house for him, his kids, and his grandkids. Do you understand? It was odd because he just said this out of the blue. And he never even discussed this. We don't even live together now. He's letting you know that when you live together and you marry this man, this is the setup. This is the setup. He plans to turn your prayer room into a room for the grandkids. So when they come over, they can stay overnight. Or as long as they want to. You understand? He's going to turn your house into our house. Okay. Let's see. We're getting to the end of it now. After the proposal, I asked him about seeing his finances. And he admitted that he has a bankruptcy on his credit. And this is why he won't be able to buy a house. You see, he lied to you about buying a house. He knew he couldn't buy no house. He knew that. He's been lying to you from day one. It's all lies. And he plans to take over your house and your business and to live off of you. He will turn your life upside down. You will be miserable if you marry this man. Okay, let's see what else you said here. 4 months ago, I asked to see his bills and his credit report so that I can gather information and make informed decisions, but he has not given me anything yet. After this point, I fear it will be all fake since he has taken so long. I do care for this man, but my intuition is questioning if I can trust him. And his past actions say no. And your intuition is screaming to you, no, no, no. This man will destroy your life. I'm telling you plain, this man is no good for you. Now let's see, here we go to the end. We're at the very end of the letter. I've had a lot of fun with Mr. B, traveling 4 to 5 times a year, helicopter rides, concerts, shopping, spa treatments, and he helps me with things. However, my intuition has been uneasy, feeling that won't stop nagging me. It's a very confusing thing. Everyone thinks I have it good. Yeah, because they're looking from the outside in. But you're the one who's got to be behind closed doors with this man. You're the one, not them. Not them. And if you hook up with him and when your troubles come, they won't be there to help. They won't be there to help at all. Okay. He spends Sundays all day with his kids and his grandkids and has been very demanding that I come with him. It feels like pressure and makes me not want to go at all. We hang out 2-3 times a week, but it feels like too much as I have to run a business. He hangs out with his kids 3 or 4 times a week also. It's kind of like supply. Now he's trying to set our wedding date for next year. Why is this man in control of your life? You see, most times it's the woman that sets the wedding date, not the man. He's pushing this. And when people are pushing you to make these quick decisions, they have bad intentions for you. They're not good intentions, or he would take his time and make sure that you are happy with all of these demands that he's making on you. He doesn't care what you think. You see, when I was with my narcissist, and I wasn't spiritual then, I didn't know, I'm like you. I didn't know anything about what a narcissist was. I'd heard the term, and I just assumed it was somebody who, is out there, boisterous, gets on your nerves, trying to be in control of everything, that kind of person. But there are different kinds of narcissists. And if this man is a covert narcissist and he's taking you on all these trips, it could be love bombing. Now, you've been with him 3 years. I don't know, has it been a consistent 3 years or has it been a off and on 3 years? Because I was with my narcissist for 5 years before I let him move in on the 6th year. And when he moved in, the light switch changed just like that. Just like that. We just like you. We did a lot of fun things, went to a lot of places and, and out to dinner and things like that. Things were wonderful. But when it came for him to move in, my gut was saying no. No. Don't let him move in. No. No. But he was pushing. He was pushing until he almost gave me an ultimatum. Now, now or what are we going to do? Like that. And so, because I cared for him, I say, well, it can't be that bad. And I let him move in. It was the worst mistake of my life. The worst mistake of my life. The man came in and got jealous of me and what I had. He started to break things in the house, never would tell me that he broke it. I just find it laying over there in the corner. You see, he got upset if I didn't comply to his demands, and he would just make my life miserable. He would come in the house mad every day. He would be angry about something. You see, snapping at me and, and ignoring me. He got into his phone, and I would try to talk to him, and he was so busy in his phone that he would ignore me. It was a awful, situation. Awful situation. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. He decided to leave me. Because, number one, just to give you a backstory, I own my own home too. And I allowed him to move in. Okay? The first thing he tried was that my home was too small to accommodate us. So he started taking me around to buy another home. I wasn't about to do that. I wasn't about to do that. Because I had enough sense to know that I'm not going to move in, lose what I have solid that I can afford, to move in a home with this man that it would take 2 incomes to afford. Which means that if he decided to leave, guess what? I'd lose the home. And then I'd be out in the street. Now, the narcissist plans this to happen. You understand? Now, I'm not saying that this man is a narcissist, but he's kind of sounding like the one that I was involved with. This man tried to get me to think about selling my home to move into a bigger home that would accommodate us with my income and his income. No. And this man would probably try to get you to do the same thing. You see, he'll get in there and act like, oh, it's not big enough for me and my grandkids to come. Let's get a bigger home. You see? And the ball will be in your court to support the new home. Because he already told you he don't have no pension. He cannot qualify for a home or anything. But with your business, he'll get in there and think that you can. You understand? This is what this man did to me. I had a business too. And still have a business. You understand? But this is no good. This is no good. Now let me just kind of end up here and see what's the end of this letter. Now he's trying to set a wedding date for next year. This is his second marriage, and this is my first. You've never been married before, and you're considering marrying this? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. You will be sorry. You will be very sorry if you married this man. He admitted to cheating on his ex-wife, who later died of cancer after they divorced. He may have left her when she got sick. He didn't want to take care of her. You understand? This sounds like this kind of man. I feel that this man would drive me crazy with possessiveness and controlling behavior. I don't fear his cheating, but he did admit to going to dinner with his single son in Vegas with other women, and that just didn't feel right. Now that I've watched your video, my authentic feelings are valid and will not let him move in. However, I want to know, are there red flags here? Oh my goodness, you got a parade of red flags here. Is he investing in me so that I would take care of him later? Yep. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. You got a home and you got a business. And he's planning on moving in your home and taking control of you and your business. You see? And if he can get you to move to another place, he will. He will. And if he's a narcissist, he'll leave you hanging and make you lose it all. If he is a true narcissist, his intent is to destroy you. And this is exactly how it starts. Exactly. And you're asking if he has narcissistic characteristics. Well, I'm telling you, It sounds familiar to me. It sounds the way that my narcissist approached me. It was whining and dining and gifts and all kind of stuff for 5 years. When I allowed this dude to move in, it was like a light switch. It was like a light switch. He was a totally different person. Very abusive, verbally. He wasn't physically abusive, but he was verbally abusive all the time. Trying to take control of my business. And when he saw I wasn't about to let him do that, then he would try to throw in roadblocks so that I wouldn't be as successful in the business. He'd always try to downgrade it and what was wrong with it, and he gonna show me how to do it and all kind of things. A lot of confusion. You don't want that. And it sounds like this man is setting you up for the same thing. I hope that you understand this. Do not marry this man. He sounds like he could be a narcissist. He really does. And if he is going to try and destroy you. That's their mission. That's their mission. You understand? They hate themselves inside. And they hate everybody else. You see, this is what they do. These people are possessed by evil spirits. And they don't mean you any good. So my advice to you is do not marry this man. He doesn't mean you any good, and you will be extremely sorry if you do. So I think we got time for just one more short letter here. Okay, now this one is about interracial dating. All right, and I thought that I would just answer this letter while we're here. All right, I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on the contemporary stance for some black women in Generation XZ and millennials, that being loyal to black men is no longer considered an obligation when it comes to dating and marriage? That many are actively involved in interracial relationships despite the double standard that black women should not date interracially. Many are shunning this double standard in order to look out for their happiness first. What are your thoughts about this? And could you discuss this in relation to interracial dating double standard in your day? Did black women feel a strong desire to be loyal to black men and therefore shun interracial dating and marriage? Well, you ask about my day, and I don't know, and I didn't care because I actually married a white man my second time around. So what I did, my first marriage was to a black man, and it didn't turn out. You see, and during my day, I guess, there may have been some blowback. Most of the blowback that I received was from white women and not from black women. I was just trying to think back, but no, I decided that I was going to marry a white man. It was a choice. It was my choice to try a white man. You see, and unfortunately, it didn't work out either. But as far as interracial dating is concerned, what I say on that stance is, listen, you want to be happy. This is outside of race. The bottom line is you want to be happy. And if a man approaches you and the man is able and willing to make you happy, I wouldn't care what color he was. I wouldn't care what race he was. It doesn't matter. As long as you are happy and that you are treated with the utmost respect. You understand? That's what you're after. A man who can profess his love to you. A man who's willing to provide for you. You see? You're not looking for a man who's looking for somebody to pay 50-50. You're not looking for that. You're looking for a man who will provide for you. And a man who will protect you. Because when you're with this man, you want to feel safe and secure. You understand? You want to feel safe. You don't want a man who is controlling you and beating you down and making you feel bad all the time and that kind of... No. No. The man that approaches you, that makes you smile and makes you feel secure and makes you feel that he really cares for you, don't you care what race he is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the person that matters. The person that matters. And don't allow society or whatever, to sway your decision on that. On that. You see? Women, whether you're black, white, Asian, whatever, your objective is to be happy, to be respected, and to be valued. And to be valued. You see? And no matter what race this man is. Don't worry about that. And don't worry about what people say either. Because they're not going home with you behind those closed doors as man you got to be with. People will put their beliefs on you and make you believe that it's got to be this kind of way. I want you to be with this kind of person. I want you to be with that kind of person. But you want to be happy. That's all you want, is to be happy and to live a productive life. When the mate comes, and it's your choice, you have free will. Choose the mate that is best for you. And don't worry about his race. Okay? That's my advice on that one. And I think I'm going to end it here. And for those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here it is. Send your questions to MissFaye'sWorld@hotmail.com. MissFaye'sWorld@hotmail.com. And I will either answer your letter through the email, or I will read your letter and answer it online, as I've done here today. Now, if you would like for me just to respond through the email, make sure you put it at the top of the letter so that I don't miss it, okay? And try to keep those letters to one page, okay? That just keeps things moving. Just summarize your situation and ask the question, and I will get back to you. So those of you who have sent in your letters, just be patient. Your answer is coming. I appreciate you all for viewing this video and supporting this channel. And I wish you all happiness and goodwill, and I hope to see you next time.